Hey family, it's Eric. Man, you wouldn't believe all the bloopers I've been having to do this one video. So man, I'm going to try to get it done, get it quick, and that's all there is to it. Okay, because this is ridiculous. Okay, so this is step 2 on how to file your claim. Win your claim, your VA disability claim with the increase, secondaries, all that good stuff. It's going to be so easy. I'm going to break this down where it's so easy. It's going to blow your mind. You're actually going to be able to help a lot of vets after I show you this. Widows, people that need aid and attendance, all that good stuff. I'm going to show you what VSOs and all the yahoos that charge, what they should show you, but they're not. Okay. Before we get into it, I just want to answer a couple of comments real quick. I've been getting some comments about the secrets to increasing my percentage, how long before I file, secondary conditions, things like that. Scroll through the channel and you'll see some of these videos, and if they're not working for you, holler back at me in the comments and we'll see about doing one. In those videos. Okay, let's jump into it. Okay, there's going to be 3 forms, and we're talking about the forms, not your evidence. Okay, you could have a nexus from your doctor, you can have private medical records, things like that to submit. What we're doing here, this one is about filing. The next video is going to be about appointments, walk-ins, and CMPs. But this one is about how to file. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. You're going to need 3 forms. Okay, and where you find these forms, you either go to va.gov or you can just Google it. Okay, and you always want to click, make sure it's a legit form, PDF from VA. Okay, the first one you're going to need, because you intend to file, you're going to need to get your intent to file. Now, all these are going to start with 2-1, okay, because that's just the whatever, the pre-number, whatever. Okay, so this is going to be 21-0966. You want to print this one out. Okay, I'm telling you, just if you don't do it online, you can go to va.gov and hey, I want to file a claim, click, and start the process. Okay, if there's a reason why you can't do that, okay, or you want to help somebody or whatever the case, okay, if you don't want to do it online at va.gov, which is really easy, you go ahead and get your intent to file. Okay, so print out your 21-0966. You fill that out and put it to the side. Okay, the reason why you want to do your intent to file is because it's showing the VA that you intend to file. Okay, and the reason why you want to do that, let's say, okay, well, today is March 11th. It's about to be March 12th. But let's say it's March 12th, right? Because it basically is. Okay, so if you go ahead and submit your intent to file now and say they get it around 25th, right, 26th, now your back pay will start April 1st. Okay, if you file on the 1st or the 2nd, it's going to be that entire next month is when your back pay is going to start. Okay, so if you're not ready to go ahead and submit all your information or fill out the forms and you have some trouble with something, you need to talk to your VSO officer, go ahead and get that intent to file started, or even if you're going to file online, go ahead and do that as soon as possible, okay? Because you don't want to miss that day, because that can, that one day can set you 4 weeks back, right, with your back pay. So you're waiting and you're making appointments and doing everything you're supposed to do for 4 weeks. You could be getting that back pay. So the intent to file, that number is the 21-0966. Now, I'm going to tell you a form right now that you're going to need, and this form is going to blow you away. It has everything you need on there. And when I say everything, I mean absolutely everything. A lot of VSOs, a lot of people, especially the ones that charge you, they're not going to show you or tell you where to get the information. Navigating Heroes, we're going to show you where to get the information, okay? So whenever you file for a, the VA disability, thank you, that's going to be a 21-526E, 21-526EZ, okay? Now, when you print that out, you're going to see the first 4 pages, there's a lot of writing. And so when most of the times, I can't say all the times because then somebody's going to say, okay, so most of the times when somebody's filling this out, they'll take those 4 pages and they'll put them to the side. They'll put them to the side. The reason why is all the information on it. VA is telling you how to do every single claim, step by step, how to do it. So let's think about these, okay? Let's talk about these. Page 1, okay, of the 526EZ, okay? Page 1. You know what? I do have video editing software, but you know what? I don't like to mess with it. So I know some of you are like, why don't you get video editing software? I got it. It's around here somewhere. Anyway, so the first thing it talks about is this notice provides information regarding the evidence necessary to substantiate a claim for. You ready for this? Disability service connection, compensation claim submitted prior to discharge, compensation under the 38. When I say 38, I'm talking about the ECFR. It's the video before this one. Automobile allowance, adaptive equipment, secondary service compensation, temporary total disability rating, special monthly compensation, benefits based on a veteran's serious disabled child, increased disability compensation, individual unemployability, special adapted housing, special home adaptation, presumptive service connections, and more. When to use this file, okay? I know it's getting boring. Stay with me. Okay, I've got some information that's you're going to need, and it's only going to take a minute. Okay, so the first page, it talks about submitting your claim, how to file your claim, submitting. Everything you need to know is right there. Second page, it talks about the 2 different processes, the FDC and then the standard. FDC is the fully developed claim. I believe that's it. Okay, so it talks about what you need for these things. And also, it starts talking about all the extra forms you need if you need them. Remember we were talking about PTSD that has its own form, aid and attendance, the housing, all these other ones. So it's going to show you those forms as well. So if you're going to be filing one of these things, which is on here, even if it's like widow's pension, we're not supposed to say widow's pension. I call it widow's pension, okay? Or it could be DSE or whatever. It's on here, which is the 534. Anyway, so under this, one of the first boxes is special circumstances. If claiming dependents, if claiming individual unemployability, you're also going to need a 21-8940. PTSD, you're also going to need a form 21-0781. If it's personal assault, 21-0781A, A for assault. Okay, this is where it gets awesome. Okay, stay with me. Only couple of minutes. I'm going to make this as fast as possible, okay? So you have other of the special circumstances, okay? With the, like the special adapted housing. That's form 26-4555. Auto allowance 21-4502. All these are on here, okay? You go down. How will VA help you obtain evidence? Where to mail it, okay? This is where you need to mail your stuff. Okay, you got that? Okay, then it shows if you're claiming, what you're claiming, and the evidence you'll need. Like I said, man, these first 4 pages on the 21-526EZ tells you everything. Then it goes to disability service connection to support. Okay, and then also upon the period of active duty and training, a period of inactive duty. Then you got the presumptive, I think I'm saying that right, service connections with, like, Agent Orange and the things we hit in the Gulf and stuff like that. Tropical diseases, mustard gas, radiation, blah, blah, blah. I kind of helping a vet with that right now, so that's like really on my heart right now. Okay, so moving on. Next form is talking about service secondaries, right? Boxes, right? So the VA is not hiding anything. Okay. Next one is secondary service condition, increased disability. Okay, compensation claims submitted prior to discharge, and temporary total disability rating. Individual unemployability. It's right here. Guys, gals. Compensation under 38. Monthly or special monthly compensation. The housing. Everything's right here. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to go to the okay, here's another one. That's auto allowance, helpless child, how VA determines the effective date, and you know what? This is what you really got to know. How VA determines the disability rating. Look, that's everything on those first 4 pages of the 526EZ. Okay? Sorry about that. Okay, so for form number 1, you're going to need the 21-0966. Form 2, it's about 15 pages, but don't sweat it. It's redundant. Okay, we know how VA does their thing. Is the 21-526EZ. The third form you're going to need, and this is when you're starting out on how to file, okay, is a 21-22, or if you have like an attorney or somebody like that, which you really don't need if it's here, but if you do, you're going to need a 21-22A. So the 21-22 is for, like, VFW, DAV, whoever's going to represent you, and the 21-22A, think of A as attorney, that's going to be for your attorney. So I know you guys got things to do. I want you to like, I want you to subscribe. Please subscribe, because that's the way it's going to help this channel. Leave some comments. If anyone has any kind of questions or comments they want to add, please, I want everybody to, help each other out. But like I said, this 526EZ, okay, it's going to tell you, it's going to give you so much information on how to file. But always, before you get into this, you can always do your intent to file, okay? Now, once you do your intent to file, you have 1 year to do your claim, okay? So I'm not saying wait. I've had a person wait the day before his year was up, and he came back to my office and says, hey, I'm ready to file my claim. I'm like, okay, well, let's, might as well start completely over, because by the time you mail it, it's not going to be there. So find a VSO, an accredited, and if you have a doubt, try to find another one. You know how I feel about VSOs. All they have to do is pass the test. It doesn't matter how many they get wrong. They just have to pass. Anyway, so I want you guys to share your comments, and let's give each other some positive feedback. This challenge for us, man. So That's really about it. Oh, here's something. Okay, so today it just turned Tuesday. I think Thursday or Friday I'm going to be doing a video that is going to be so awesome. I have a special guest come in, and it's actually going to be about VA and your service animal. I'm going to have my service dog here, Lily, and we're going to be talking about, people come up to me and they say, hey, I need a service animal, get me one. And I'm like, stay tuned for that video. All right, you guys have a good evening, good day. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, help each other out, and I'll have another video here in about 2 to 3 days for you. All right. Oh, and be looking out for step 3 as well. I'm going to have that out in a couple of days.